What's up? It's Alexander Madison, running back from the Minnesota Vikings, and you're watching Clock Management.
Welcome, everybody. It is the 12th of December, 2019. This is Clock Management, and I am your host, Justin. And as always, I'm joined by Perry.
Man, Justin, it's a good thing I have a library card, dude, because I am totally checking you out.
Yeah, you better return that before it's overdue.
What? Oh, yeah. I better.
Those fees are no joke.
How's it going, everybody? Today on Clock Management, we're going to be just doing another regular Friday stream. Our podcast, that is. Man, streams are on Sundays. We are going to be going over some news. Not a ton of news. I think we have a lot of clarification on some injuries, so that's great. Nothing major, though, came out, but we'll go over that shortly. Justin's got some news nobody cares about, of course. And then we've got some rapid-fire start-sit questions to get you guys prepared for this is week 2 of the fantasy playoffs, maybe week 1 for some of you. But if it is week 1 for some of you, you're in a league that needs to work on that.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Please do. And, I mean, speaking of streams, we will have some players that you could stream. So
Yes.
make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it. Every subscriber, each one we get, Perry will do a shot of tequila. So
Probably doesn't need to happen.
But it couldn't hurt. So
It could hurt. It could hurt real bad.
But yeah, so you could subscribe on YouTube, and we'd greatly appreciate it. You could also catch us on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. It's a lot of fun to be part of the management team. We do our live stream Sunday where you guys can actually interact with us. So I like doing those. It gives me direct contact with you guys to answer your questions with no delay.
Yeah, and we provide hand sanitizer to deal with that direct contact, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, it can get dirty. Well, let's keep it rated G here. So moving on.
I was just saying direct contact from Justin's scary, but wow.
Yeah, I had to take it to the next level.
Yes, you did.
It is our Friday episode, Perry. What do you have to drink?
I've got a glass of wine tonight.
What kind of wine?
It is a Grenache from the Whidbey Island Winery.
Nice.
Producer Sean works at the winery and provides delicious wine to me on demand, pretty much. It's a wonderful life. Somebody's got to live it, though, and I'm happy to do it. What are you drinking, bud?
I got a Fat Tire.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's an amber ale from Colorado. You may be familiar.
Yeah, no, those are delicious. Those are delicious. That's one good thing coming out of Colorado right now.
Yeah, football's another one is Drew Lock.
I was just about to say, Drew Lock, man. Oof. Please keep it up. Please don't be a bust.
Oh, man. It would, I don't know. I kind of, as much as I want to root for him, I just kind of hope he is, just because it's entertaining to watch them continue to go after these quarterbacks that don't pan out.
I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Why are we so bad at drafting quarterbacks, and why does John Elway still have a job? I'll never know.
I mean, you guys in the Browns bowl.
Yeah, but I mean, at least we've won Super Bowls in the recent past.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you want to take us through some fantasy relevant news?
Yeah, okay, you talked me into it. We'll start in Denver. We're already there, right? So Noah Fant, tight end for the Denver Broncos. It's been fantasy relevant over the last few weeks, I would say. He's a rookie, so he's kind of come into his own. It's taken a little while, but definitely I think people have been starting him and should have been starting him. He was limited in practice today, Thursday. We record this on Thursday, but he was limited in practice. they're optimistic that he'll be able to play this week. I am as well. I think that he'll probably play, but he's probably going to be questionable going into the game. So be prepared for the chance that Noah Fant misses. If you're relying on him, be ready to pivot in a direction. Hopefully, though, I don't think you're going to need to. Evan Ingram, definitely fantasy relevant, but he's been injured now since week 9. Evan Ingram was limited at practice, but he's trending towards playing. We'll see if he logs a full practice on Friday, tomorrow. If he does, I fully expect him to play. That's Evan Ingram, tight end for the Giants.
And I don't have a problem starting him if he logs a full practice tomorrow.
I don't either. There are a few tight ends like that. It's one of those positions where it's like, hey man, if you're in, I'm probably going to play you. Just to give an example, Mark Andrews tonight, right?
Yep.
There was a lot of questions on whether Mark Andrews was going to play. A lot of questions coming in on Twitter. Should I start Mark Andrews? I started him. For me, as soon as I saw he was playing, I plugged him in, man, and it worked out. He got me a touchdown tonight. So Mark Andrews, Evan Ingram, like those guys, it's like they're gonna get the work. Kittle, they're gonna get work. So definitely, if Evan Ingram plays and you don't have another really good option that's been working well for you, I would definitely start Evan Ingram. Moving on here to Danny Dimes. That's Daniel Jones, quarterback for the Giants. Daniel Jones did not play last week. We all know that. Eli Manning played in his stead and played fairly well. And I think that Eli Manning's solid play, I wouldn't say it was great play, but it was solid play. I think that allowed him, or it's going to allow Daniel Jones to rest a little longer. I know he was limited at practice today, Thursday, but the reports are coming out that he could miss 2 to 4 weeks. And this close to the end of the season, they're not making the playoffs. Daniel Jones has gotten a lot of work this season, so it's not like, oh, they have a ton to gain with him getting experience. They need him healthy. He's the future. I would not be surprised if Eli Manning is the starter going for at least the rest of the season. So just want to bring that up with Daniel Jones. I don't know. Last week I said you could probably start Eli Manning in a sneaky start, and it would have worked out for you. I actually kind of feel the same way this week. They're going to play Miami. I'm not scared of Miami. I don't think Eli Manning's scared of Miami. It's at home. Eli Manning could have a good game, Justin. Do you think you could stream Eli Manning this week?
I mean, in a deeper league or a 2-quarterback league, for sure.
Let's say 12-team league.
I put him right on the cusp there. But I feel like there's probably guys who I'd rather have on the waiver wire that I could probably snatch up and play this week.
Yeah, I think he's on the border there.
Yeah.
I think with all those guys,
I wouldn't be upset.
Right. I think with all those guys, you could get lucky and have a wonderful week. A 3-4 touchdown week. It could happen. So, another guy that could have a 3-4 interception week. I mean, yeah. Wait, no, that's right. Jameis Winston. We talked about him last week with his fractured thumb.
He could also have a 4 interception week.
That's what I just said. I just made that joke. All right. I just made that joke.
Sorry.
Wow.
I was reading.
Partnership over here.
Right? That's why I got you here. Great minds think alike.
My goodness. I'm disappointed. Wow. Anyways, Jameis Winston with the fractured thumb. It is on his throwing hand. I did not know that right away.
Yeah.
He was saying that he wanted to continue to play, and everybody was optimistic that he would continue to play. Today in practice, he was throwing tennis balls. They're hoping that he might be able to throw footballs tomorrow. I am not starting Jameis Winston. I told you guys that.
Is he allowed to use tennis balls on the field, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's not. That actually, John McEnroe would have been playing football if that were the case. But no, Jameis Winston
nice tennis reference.
Dude, the Mac. I love John McEnroe. Anyways, I will not be starting Jameis Winston, and I'm advising you guys to bench Jameis. Eli Manning, in my opinion, is a better start this week than Jameis Winston.
Yeah, because, I mean, obviously with a broken thumb, he's going to lose accuracy with that thumb
And
being
he already doesn't have accuracy.
right.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure how much he has to lose. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, is it just going to every pass go directly to a defender at this point?
It's gonna be like the blind leading the blind. He's gonna be the blind person, and his thumb is blind, and they're trying to lead, and he's gonna get benched if he plays. This could be bad if he plays. He should not play, and I don't think he should start Jameis Winston. I don't care. I know he's put up huge fantasy points despite all the interceptions, but oof, he has a fractured thumb on his throwing hand. Anyways,
the reigning king of flyers up.
yeah, I would not start Jameis. Adrian Peterson, I wanted to bring him up because some of you that have been following us all year probably are getting news from people other than us too. I'm sure, like, you've enjoyed what fantasy is and done the research yourself on some of these guys, and you might have seen that Adrian Peterson missed practice today. Now, I wanted to point out something to you guys. A lot of times Wednesdays and Thursdays for these veterans, they'll just not practice because they don't need to practice. Let's be honest. Adrian Peterson is one of the greatest running backs ever. He doesn't need to practice on Thursday.
Ask Allen Iverson.
Yeah, practice? So anyways, if you see the did not practice designation on Adrian Peterson, do not worry about Adrian Peterson. Darius Geis is gone. Adrian Peterson is going to get some work this week. I think Adrian Peterson might be one of my starts of the week amongst running backs that aren't the obvious like guys, right?
Yeah.
I really like Adrian Peterson this week. I think he's going to put up pretty good points, man. You probably play him in a flex considering where you got him, and you'll probably get RB2 numbers. So maybe even low end RB1, to be completely honest with you. The Eagles are not that great, and Adrian Peterson, he could have some good work. He could find the end zone twice.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to think about that he's still putting up those numbers.
He's still doing it, man. I mean, he said it multiple times in his career when he gets dropped by a team or whatever it may be. He's like, I'm not done. And he's not. I mean, he's not done, dude. Would you be surprised if he plays next year?
I'm surprised every year for like the last 4 years.
I would not be surprised if he plays next year. I would not be surprised. Maybe not for Washington, but
yeah, he'll find himself on a team somewhere.
Yeah, no kidding. Some more running back news here. Josh Jacobs returns to practice today, man. Are you surprised?
Yes. This is stupid for the team. Josh Jacobs wants to play. We all know that. The team should not want him to play they're not eliminated from the playoffs yet, like mathematically, which Gruden pointed out, but they're also not making the playoffs. So let's live in like a realistic world here. And if you want him to have a future, like why jeopardize that future career of his? Don't play and get healthy. And they haven't said he's playing. John Gruden, after saying that, leading that he's going to play, then said that it's not a sure bet that he'll be on the field.
So here's the real question, what people are wanting to know. They're playing Jacksonville, anybody can run on Jacksonville this season. Are you willing to start Josh Jacobs if he starts?
Yes.
Yes. You're not worried about him getting pulled in the first quarter when he takes one big hit?
I am. Yeah, absolutely I am.
Yeah.
But I think that he's one of those players that, like you said, anyone could run on Jacksonville this year, and he's a good running back as well. So, I mean, he could put up great numbers for you, especially in the playoffs. That's something that you want. So, yeah, I'm going to risk it unless I have a really good option to fill in for him.
I'll give you an option. Adrian Peterson.
I'm not. No.
Okay, so you play Josh Jacobs over AP.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'd go AP. I do. There's a risk there, man. I don't want to lose in the playoffs because Josh Jacobs gets pulled in the first quarter.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a risk.
So, anyways, that clears up nothing for any of you. Sorry about that.
No, and I mean, a lot of those type of calls, like someone's going to be wrong on them either way. It's hard. Those are tough decisions that we'll give you our opinion and go with what your gut tells you or your heart tells you or your brain, whatever part of your body you want to follow.
Here's a non-gut take that I'm looking at. If I know for sure that Josh Jacobs plays all 4 quarters, right? Nothing about his production, nothing about how much he gets handed the ball. If he plays all 4 quarters and doesn't get pulled, I would rather have Josh Jacobs. I'm just concerned that that's not going to be the case. So,
yeah, I mean, I agree with you. And like I said, I'm concerned about it as well. I'm just banking on him playing all of that to get the higher production for my team. Sure. So I'm going more on the risk reward side, more towards the risk.
You're going for 2 for the win instead of the extra point for the tie.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, let's move on here. Derrick Henry, ready to go for Week 15. I just wanted to bring it up because he did leave the game last week. It scared everybody, but he came back, right? That tends to lead to good things the next week. If he comes back into the game, it wasn't major. So I consider him low-end RB1, kind of, I think, is where he might fall this week. But he's an auto start if you got him because he could end up being the number 1 running back on the week. We've seen that from Derrick Henry multiple times this season and last season. Adam Thielen has been out with a hamstring injury. That's week 7, I think, against the Lions. Adam Thielen has practiced in full, done all full team drills today, Thursday. So I believe Adam Thielen will probably play this week. That means that you can kind of temper your expectations back on Stephon Diggs a little bit. But I think that they might if he does play, he might not get as many snaps as we're used to him seeing. Could be maybe like 75%. So maybe temper your expectations about 75% for him as well. That's kind of how I feel. But I do think it helps Kirk Cousins a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan Howard practiced in full today, Thursday. I've said Thursday like 40 times. I'm really tired. I'm sorry. It's Thursday. Everything I talk about happening today happened on Thursday. So he was out Monday against the Giants, obviously. Miles Sanders got the bulk of the work, but didn't really get the bulk of the fantasy points. Miles Sanders. Justin's kind of been on point with this all year, that the Eagles, it doesn't matter how talented their running back is, they're going to do a running back by committee. Jordan Howard coming back only muddies those waters more. If he plays, Miles Sanders, in my opinion, I don't know if I can start him. I really don't know if I can start him. Maybe in a deep league flex, you can throw him in, 12-team league flex.
It's going to be brutal because inside the 10-yard line, he's not going to see the ball.
Probably not. So I would... Adrian Peterson. I would probably play Adrian Peterson over Miles Sanders if Josh Howard plays or Jordan Howard plays.
Yeah, I love Miles Sanders. Think he's extremely talented, and I completely agree with you. I would play AP over him.
Yeah. Dalvin Cook, he practiced in full with that chest and shoulder injury that he's been worrying everybody with. I think he's a full go this week against the Chargers. I'm not worried about starting Dalvin Cook. If he plays, I'm going to play him just because he's so good. The Alexander Madison did miss practice Wednesday, but also practiced today in full. All right. That is all the news I have, Mr. Justin.
Awesome. Okay, let me get into some news nobody cares about then. The 49ers, in news nobody cares about, signed Jordan Matthews again.
Who?
He was a receiver once upon a time.
Who?
Jordan Matthews. He used to be a receiver.
No, don't think so.
No, yeah, he's been on 2 different NFL teams this season, and this is 3rd signing. So
this NFL?
Yeah.
Weird.
I know. I know.
Man, I'm usually pretty good about stuff like that.
Yeah, he came back. They keep bringing these wide receivers back, but this one was because they also put Godwin on IR,
Yeah,
or Goodwin.
Goodwin. I was sorry
Yeah.
to see Goodwin this season, man. Like,
Yeah, I know. I was just
I
thinking about
really
that. He
thought
vanished.
I really thought that Goodwin was going to have a good year this year, and man, really bad.
Yeah,
Really, just non-existent. I wanted to say it's bad. It was non-existent.
yeah. All of the receivers the 49ers had going into, well, all the receivers they had from last year are non-existent this year.
That is correct.
Their new ones are the rookie and the guy they traded for.
Yep.
Roger Goodell says the NFL is investigating the Patriots, basically Spygate 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's your opinion on that?
Man, I don't think that they can deny it. Like,
I don't know how they deny it, man.
Like, you can't give them the benefit of the doubt at this point. Like, they've done so much that you just have to assume at this point that they're guilty.
I mean, Deflategate was blown completely out of proportion.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to hold that one. I'm not going to use that one against them in this situation. But the fact that it's the recording of the calls again, right? That I'm going to hold against them completely. Like, that happened before, and I'm pretty sure it just happened again.
Yeah. You already got caught once for this exact thing.
But I am ready for them to get like 14 sacks this week because I need them to win in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, and they're going to because they know all the plays.
I know.
Yeah. And like, I think me and you were talking about this. I don't expect any punishment to come down for them this season.
No, not this season.
Yeah.
If it's this season, it's a draft pick going into next season.
Yeah, exactly. And so they're going to, like, I mean, it gives them the opportunity. They look at it as like, okay, that sucks, but we still have a chance to win a Super Bowl.
Not the way they've been playing the last 3 weeks,
I know,
man.
That's probably why they're trying to steal calls again.
Ooh, holy baloney, they've been playing bad.
Juju Smith-Schuster admitted that he was paid $100,000 to stream him watching Thursday Night Football on Twitch. On Twitch.
Yeah. He streams on Twitch all the time, actually.
Yeah, he got paid $100K for that, though. That's awesome. Good for him.
Well, I think it's interesting. This is, I mean, I'm going down a whole big rabbit hole here, but we got a short episode today, so I can do it. I watch a lot of Twitch, right? And I've come across his stream, and a lot of streams or big streamers will have, like, you know, a little bit of personal information and so on and so forth, and they'll have a button to donate, so you can donate money. Literally on Juju's stream, it just says donate. And I think it's really funny that this guy's making millions and millions of dollars playing football, and then he's just like, yeah, donate to me too while I play Modern Warfare and Fortnite. It's just like,
no, the funnier part is that people who are making, you know, $10,000 or $20,000 a year are doing it.
Yeah, I know they are. But that's crazy. Yeah, $100,000, huh?
Yeah.
Was it like a viewer donated this or
no Twitch?
Oh, Twitch paid him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean that's smart on Twitch, man. I'm sure they got a lot of people watching that.
Right? And they just got us to talk about it. So I mean, there's 300 more people listening to this now.
And us talking about it really means you made it.
Yeah, he just got the management boost.
The management boost.
Is that a thing?
It is now.
I need that.
Yeah, I kind of want a coffee mug that says the management boost.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a merch idea right there.
Right, it's coming.
It's coming. All right, let's move on.
The management is coming. All right, that's all the news no one cares about I have.
Oh, good. I'm glad I dragged that on. So let's get into some rapid fire start sits. We're gonna get through these guys. Let's start right now, Justin.
Let's do it. I'll
All
hit
right.
you with the first one.
Ooh, all right.
We got Slayton versus A.J. Brown.
And I assume you mean Darius Slayton,
Yes.
wide receiver for the Giants.
Yes.
This one, very easy for me, actually. If Darius Slayton didn't have 2 touchdown games just peppered in randomly this season for some reason, we wouldn't be talking about him right now. A.J. Brown, I think, is the real deal. I really think he is. I think he's the best wide receiver on that team. I'm starting A.J. Brown.
Oh, shots fired, Corey Davis.
And I missed him.
Don't worry. He's not catching
he's not
them.
there.
Yeah, he's not catching them.
How about you?
A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown. Like you said, he's
yeah.
the most talented guy or player on that team. His stats this year, touchdown passes, he's already caught the same amount of touchdown passes as Corey Davis's career.
Yeah. I'm definitely starting A.J. Brown. Darius Slayton, though, for Dynasty, I do like him going into next year. I think he's going to be a topic worth
love both these guys.
Exploring, yeah.
Just A.J. Brown quite a bit more.
Yeah. All right, Justin. Raheem Mostert or Laird? I don't even know his first name. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
I believe that's a rock star, right?
Go ahead. All right. Oh, wait. And you can't be biased. I got to bring that up every time we talk about a 49er.
I don't feel like I'm being biased in this one, but I'm still going with Mostert because Laird isn't he hasn't proven anything to us. The only reason people like him, in my opinion, is because he's getting the carries in Florida. They're in Miami. But Mostert, your risk there is the other talented running backs there on this, other talented team.
Yeah.
So I would rather go with that. And also Harbaugh just came out and said that Mostert has earned the starting role.
Okay. That was rapid fire right there.
I'm sorry. It's 49ers.
So Patrick Laird, running back for the Dolphins, while yes, he had 15 rushes for 48 yards, 4 receptions for 38 yards last week, he also had 10 rushes for 5 yards the week before. So that's really terrible. And he also didn't play for half the season because he didn't make the roster. So I'm definitely going to go with Mostert for sure. 4 touchdowns the last 3 games. I think he finds the end zone again this week against Atlanta.
Yeah. All right. Lockett versus Cup.
This one, I think it's kind of close, but I'm actually going to go with Cooper Kupp here. I like Tyler Lockett. I know that I've fully bought into the Tyler Lockett thing, but I do want to point out once we did buy into the Tyler Lockett thing, he all of a sudden got hurt and stopped doing anything. So, but I mean, 1 reception, 0 reception, 4 receptions in his last 3 games. Not great. I'm going to go with Cooper Kupp and hope that he finds the end zone for a 3rd week in a row.
Yeah, I'm going with Cooper Kupp. He's going to get more targets, and so I think he's going to do more with those. And with Lockett, you're depending on him to get that one pass for 80 yards and a touchdown.
That's exactly true. Cooper Kupp will get the more work. All right, Justin, let's get some more running backs in here. We're going to go with David Montgomery versus Marlon Mack.
Eminem. So this one's I'm going with Montgomery. I like him more just in general as a player, and I know Mack's coming back from that broken hand, so I just worry about the hand.
This one's pretty close for me, actually. They're both playing 2 good defenses in New Orleans for Marlon Mack and Green Bay for David Montgomery. Oh, I actually hadn't even decided on this one until right this moment.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go with Marlon Mack. He was the only guy there really until he got hurt. I think he's gonna go back to being the only guy. David Montgomery, we're not sure if he's the only guy. We're never sure if he's the only guy because Matt Nagy doesn't want to make him the only guy. So this one's really, really close, but I think Marlon Mack has a better chance of finding the end zone.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some quarterbacks, man. Are
Oh,
we going too fast? Are people spinning out of control
no.
right now?
All right. So if you guys want some more depth on this, hit us up in the comments. Ask us why on these, and we have no problem explaining down there. Wentz versus Tannehill.
Oh boy, Wentz versus Tannehill. This is a really funny one if we were thinking about it early in the season. But I'm definitely going Tannehill, like 100%. This one's really easy. And you know what's really funny, Justin, is 96% of experts are also going Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, I know. When you look at their projected points, though, they're like right. These two quarterbacks are right next to each other.
Because Wentz is
Makes no
playing
sense.
Wentz is playing Washington.
Yeah.
But I mean, he played the New York Giants last week and he only threw 2 touchdowns.
And
I mean,
struggled.
he threw 3 touchdowns against Miami, but he also threw an interception. I don't know. Wentz will probably have a decent week, but I'm going to play Tannehill against Houston. Houston's not doing anything on defense either.
Yeah, last week Houston just gave up 40-something points. So
Yeah.
and I'm going with the hot hand here. Like I'm not going to go with the bad quarterback play against the bad team. I'm going with the better quarterback against the slightly better team.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, quite a bit better team, but still. All right, go ahead.
Next one's for you. We're going to stick with Ryan Tannehill, but we're going to pair him with Baker Mayfield.
Oh, man. Tannehill for sure. Again, same situation here for me.
And almost just as funny thinking about it from the start of the season.
Yeah.
People were drafting Baker as a top 3 quarterback. It was insane. I'm definitely going Tannehill against Houston. Baker's been terrible, man. Tannehill is the guy on this one for sure. All right. Go ahead, Justin.
All right, so now the two losers in these ones, Baker versus Wentz. Let's say Tannehill's taken in your league. You're looking at Baker and Wentz.
I'm going to go with Carson Wentz. That one's also very easy. The matchups, we're going to play the matchup right there. Carson Wentz might struggle, but he'll probably throw it for 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield, he's playing Arizona. Arizona's not good, but he played Cincinnati last week. He had 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. So Baker Mayfield and the Browns are a dumpster fire rolling down the street right now, just waiting for the end of the season.
Yeah, I'm going Wentz as well. But I would play Njoku.
Yeah.
Against Arizona.
Yeah, tight ends against Arizona is
it's just a thing.
Money.
Yeah, it's a thing this year. It's trending.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of these quarterbacks. Let's talk about some running backs to finish off. We got 3 more pairs. We'll go with Saquon Barkley versus Chris Carson.
Man, I'm going Chris Carson. With Penny just going on to IR, we just talked to Saquon as a decent match or a good matchup here, but I'm going with Carson because that they love to run the ball in Seattle, and his biggest competition just went on IR.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Chris Carson too. Another funny one, man. It's funny all these guys were pairing. Saquon was the number 1 pick for a lot of people, but Chris Carson has the backfield now to himself. He can fumble it 4 times apparently, and it won't matter. So I think we're looking at probably 26 plus carries for Chris Carson this week. That's going to be a lot of work.
Crazy, yeah.
Okay, let's stick with. Did I ask this one?
Yeah,
it's
you
my
did.
turn.
Yep. But you're right. Let's stick with Saquon and switch out Carson with Aaron Jones.
Yeah, this one's a little bit harder because Aaron Jones is inconsistent to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna go with Saquon just because Miami. They play Miami, and I think Saquon's going to do okay against Miami. Not as good as Chris Carson against Carolina, but I think Saquon's going to probably beat out Aaron Jones. I'm actually kind of expecting another Aaron Rodgers week. It's almost like these guys.
That's what I was just going to say. It's either Aaron Rodgers or Aaron Jones game. Like they get into the 5-yard line, and then it's like they predetermine, okay, this game only Aaron Jones gets touchdowns. Or this game, only Aaron Rodgers throws touchdowns, and not to Aaron Jones. But yeah, oh man, this one's super tough. But I'm going with Aaron Jones.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's super close to me. Again, I think he could. I think he has the higher ceiling and also the lower floor.
Yeah,
And so I'm risking it all.
you're risking it all. All right, last one, Justin. These guys are teammates. Melvin Gordon versus Austin Eckler.
Yeah. So if I'm in any sort of PPR, Austin Eckler. If I'm in standard, Austin Eckler. But it's a lot closer at that point. I just think that he's been more consistent and uh, he has that defined role, and sometimes he sneaks into Melvin Gordon's role as well.
This one's really close. I honestly think that there are going to be situations where somebody might ask me who I should start, and they'll give me a list, and these two guys will be in it, and I might say both. Uh, in this situation, I can't pick both. I understand that. So I'm going to go with Austin Eckler for all the reasons that Justin just said. I know last week was insane for him. I don't expect that again,
No.
but I do expect production. He's going to have production. I'm going to go with Austin Eckler. But legitimately, you could probably start both these guys and be okay. I think we have like a Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman situation here.
Yeah. It's nice. If you own both of them, it's a good situation to be in. So
It's not a bad one.
yeah. So that concludes our rapid fire.
Yeah.
And I will be going live on Sunday morning. And so if you guys want to hop in there with some live questions, we'll have more information at that point on, Josh Jacobs and some of these other guys. So,
What time are you going live, Justin?
I 9 o'clock. So
9 o'clock
Pacific time.
Pacific.
Yeah. So that'll be 1 hour before game time. All the morning games will have their injury reports out by then. So give me 30 minutes to read through them prior to answering questions.
Right on. Cool. Well, guys, just a couple reminders while we finish this up here. Leave a comment on this video if you'd like to get another chance at winning a signed Mark Ingram jersey,
which will be given away on our Monday episode.
Yes, it will. So if you want a chance to win that, please comment on this video, comment on our last video, comment on the video before. You'll be entered 3 times easy. So please comment. It helps us out a lot. Also, Justin, do you want to go over real quick the league we're going to be in and how to get entered on that one more time?
Yes. So all you have to do to be entered to win a spot into Smitty's 96-man league or 96-team league is share our video on Twitter and tag us in it so I know you shared it. And I will keep track of all those people, and I will choose someone to win that spot into Smitty's league. It's super awesome league. It's got 8. So basically it's a 12-man league times 8. So he multiplies 8, you get 96 teams, 8 times 12. Then he makes 8 copies of every player in the NFL and puts them into that league. So you have 8 Saquon Barkleys, 8 CMCs, and every team's just playing each other. It's going to be wild. And
it's going to be a lot of fun.
The only stipulations here is you can't have 2 of the same player on your team. So you couldn't trade for 2 Christian McCaffreys or something. And also you have a 3-man bench. So you're not stashing players.
It's going to be tough. There's going to be some good players dropped every week. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in again. You guys are awesome. We really, really appreciate all the support we get. Just be sure to go and share that on the episode on Twitter. Get a chance to win a spot in that league, and we'll be back on Monday.
Do us a favor, share this with your family, have them subscribe, your friends. We're trying to help grow this so we can basically give back to you guys more. So help us with that. All right. Thank you guys so much. See you guys Sunday.
Peace.